I think our niche is we have fun building houses, or we want to make building houses fun. And so we do. I used to tell people every time I'd sit down to sell them a house and says, you've heard multiple stories of the outcome of this is going to be a horror story. And I said, I'm telling you right now, if you're not ready to have fun, you're at the wrong spot, because you're going to have fun doing this.
My great-grandpa started it in 1943, so this 2023 would be 80 years. And then my grandpa took over, built houses, developed, and then my dad took over, and that's where we are today.
I was actually in the business as a kid while my grandfather was still doing some stuff. Mainly he had rental properties, stuff like that. And then my dad obviously had taken it over after that. And in that time period is when, while I was actually running the company for him more or less and doing things, learning the business. And then in around 2000 is when I took over the company. I think it probably started for me as a little kid, obviously, is why I got into the business. But I remember they had the Easton Fair and a nail driving contest. And of course I practiced, so I could win the nail driving contest, obviously. I'm very competitive, right? And so I guess even at that age, I didn't want to lose, but yeah, so I've been doing. I grew up on a farm. I was hands-on. I used to paint my bicycle 3 or 4 times a year, take it all apart, put it back together. So I was just a hands-on guy. And then when I went to college, I didn't fare so well the first go around, and that's when we met. Somewhere in that time period. And so I told my dad I want to go start building homes. And he's like, well, you got to go back to college if you're going to do that. And so that was it. I went back to college and decided that I needed to finish college and be smarter about college. So anyway, I have a degree in construction engineering, and now I'm building houses.
Yep, born into it. Pretty much from day one. I'm 35, so not really 35 years, but probably about 11 years I've been out of college full-time working for Dad.
I'd say 23 years for me. Real
24
close.
years.
Or 24?
24.
Okay.
I've been the plan designer, I guess, the whole time, so.
I was a framer for Gary, starting out for maybe 2 to 3 years, and then took on a superintendent role.
I first started, I was picking up trash, doing on the cleanup crew. What's made me stay, it's a great place to work and good people to work with. I would say, we're more of a family. It's not just really a work setting. We're all more of a family.
It seems like it's been a fun environment, great people to work for. Just always attention to detail on everything across the board.
I think it's just because we have, we're consistent in what we do. Gary and Amy have always taken care of all of our employees. We care about them. They've become family. We consider them family. Whether they are or aren't, they're family to us. And I think it's just a good atmosphere to work here.
We have 3 employees who have been with us for over 20 years. And I think part of why they stay is because they're family. We feel like our office, our team is a family, and they're important to us.
Yeah, I agree. Very important. I mean, we've brought them along with us because that's, first of all, they know how we do it and they've learned how we do it, and now we've just all grown together.
I guess it's in our blood. I've never worked anywhere else. I don't know if there's better jobs anywhere else. I love what I do. I love working with family. I love the family business. It's like, I tell people, it's like building tree houses every day as a kid, just on a bigger scale, and it's people's houses now, not your clubhouse in the backyard.
You know, Platte City, Smithville, Kansas City, Parkville area, mainly in the north area, but we're discussing expanding our footprint, obviously.
We do about 30, 35, 40 houses, depending on the year, the economy, you know, how we can get them done. We build spec homes that we build no buyer until we finish them. They're built like custom homes. The amount of effort put into them is the same as a custom home. There's no two homes we've ever built alike, ever. And then we're really good at building houses on property. You got 10 acres, 5 acres, we build on that too. So 20 acres, 100 acres, whatever it is.
Usually goes, we want you to build us a house in this subdivision. Can you help us pick a lot out? And so that's the best scenario when we get to help them pick the lot, because sometimes we deal with lots that it's like, well, if we would have went over there, you know, one of those things. But then we also do customs on people's land. And that's a two scenario. Most cases, they already own their property. Farmer, or they bought 20 acres somewhere. We go look at it. We help them with the sewer, the water, electricity, all of those kind of things, and help them with the placement of the home and figure out the driveway sometimes, because it might be, you know, quite lengthy. So we do that, and then we also, you know, on the custom side, like if we'll design their whole plan for us. So that's one of the big things we do is the design build.
And we've had people bring house plans scratched on a notebook paper to full sets of plans to having nothing but a bunch of pictures, and we've designed their dream home off that.
A typical customer journey would be, you know, they give us a call and they come into our office and we meet for the first time, and that first part of that journey is us gaining their trust. And okay, are you going to use us? And here's why. Here's our processes. Here's what that looks like. And then from there, if they're to the point where they're sold on what they're hearing and who we are and all of our core values, then the next step is, let's go look at your property and then start designing the plan. Because then that process can take anywhere from 2 to 3 months to a year, depending on size and how fast they want to go. So, you know, it's so from that process, then we sign a contract, and then throughout the build job, then that's where all of our guys come in and help hold their hand as we go. And we got all kinds of processes in place to ensure that, okay, well, we need the mirror for the master bathroom, it's ordered, right? You know, we need the tile, we need this, and so that just works so seamless that people, that's where they really gain and start seeing the house come together. That's kind of the process in a nutshell as far as, and then we always use this, the words when we're talking to people. It's just like, you know, it's kind of like a marriage. It's going to take us a year to build your house from planning, and then another year because we're going to warrant your home, and we're going to be married. It's kind of like a marriage. And so there's going to be days that it doesn't feel good, and there's going to be days that we're all giving everybody high fives and clapping and look at this, I love it. But we look at it as it's a journey for almost 2 years and longer. We've serviced people's houses even when they weren't in warranty because we knew that, you're right, that shouldn't have did that, let's go fix it. So.
What brings me the most happiness is meeting people's expectations.
You know, I love when I get a contract, you know, on a house that's finished and, you know, we get to work the deal and make that deal happen. Probably second favorite or right there at number one is I love seeing when someone moves into that house. We do that final walkthrough and see how happy they are and how good of a job we did.
Probably the thing I love the most about my job is working with our team, with our people. I love the relationship of the people, not just our team, but also our buyers. We've had buyers become lifetime friends. We've had buyers become,
Partners
in some developments. We've even had, buyers form relationships with our team members. And that is fun to see, them interacting outside of just building their home. I mean, Jordan, installed Christmas lights for one of our buyers because they've gotten to know each other so well. So I love watching the relationships form and build.
I think a lot of the people we build for, we end up keeping in touch with them. So I think it becomes kind of a family.
We just try to provide a fun and enjoyable environment from the design process all the way through the possession, and just try to build relationships with our customers and, of course, working with our team.
I would say people buy a Kerns home because the end product is a quality product. And they appreciate quality, and I think people buy a Kerns home and work with our team because our entire team makes the process fun. They make the process of home building easy. We do have core values. Integrity is one of our core values, and they all show integrity in how they do their job, and I think the buyer sees that.
And I think the buyer, because of that, they trust us. And trust is is the word that if you don't trust someone, then you question someone, and they trust us.
I think people choose us over another home builder because they can see our quality, they can see the difference that we do versus certain other builders. They see the attention we put into detail. They also see that, or have heard that we take care of our product, we take care of our people, sometimes years after we've built your house.
We've had buyers that after they've closed and have moved in, and then they've sent emails back and said, I've heard the horror stories about building a house and how stressful it is and how difficult it is. And they're like, we didn't experience that. This was a fun process. Because
we do what we say. From the very beginning, meeting them the first time, we discuss their needs, we discuss our process, we discuss what we do, and then we follow through. And sometimes it's not fun because we didn't write something down the way it was supposed to be written down, and say, okay, you're right, we're wrong, and let's do it. And that's it's part of our core values. That's why we do it.
So our company core values are integrity, reliable, respectful, and humility. We choose to do business with subcontractors who carry our core values. We hire according to our core values. The people in our company, our team members, share those core values with us. They exemplify them and to our buyers, to our subcontractors, to our realtors.
We do the right thing when no one's looking.
Yeah.
That kind of sums it up.
Yeah. And on a day-to-day, we speak those when there's a circumstance that comes up, a situation that may be a difficult one, The first thing somebody will say on the team is, remember, our core value is integrity, or our core value is humility. Are we wrong in this?
I would hope that they walk away, feeling that their expectations of us were met, if not exceeded.
I hope that they got more than what they thought they was going to get, because there's been many of our customers that said, this has far exceeded my expectations of what, you put everything in a spec sheet and say, this is the plans and here's the specs, and really not knowing exactly, what's this going to look like, and this floor plan that I'm looking at on a piece of paper that you just designed for us. It's usually, in most cases, we find that people are their expectations was more than met.
What excites me about the future is that we're building a stronger team. We have a good team. We're building a real strong team to build more houses, maybe expand our area, do more of what we do to more people.
So we're not stopping.
We're not stopping. So I think the future is, for me and her, is to continue to help lead the employees and be that person to support them in. Our roles are gonna change somehow.
We're working on
that. We're just not clear on that yet.
Yes.
But we want to be the support for them, so we can just kind of watch them do and take it wherever they can take it to, and we hope that's more and better than what we've ever been.
Done.
Yeah,
Yes.
And if they accomplish that, then we feel like we've done our part.
I and my brother and my sister would be 4 generations, and I see us taking this business to another level, like my dad did, and I see future generations doing the same. I think Kerns home builders are going to be, it's in our blood. It's going to be in our blood for a long time for future generations.